Welcome back to First Things First. There's a new report that Jason Kidd and the Knicks have mutual interest in each other. Wow.
It's a tough beat for the Mavs.
Even though Kidd has 2 years left on his contract with the Mavs. Now, James Edwards III of The Athletic is noting there has been no formal ask from New York. And if there was, Brew, the Mavs are expected to deny permission. Okay? Kind of odd. So it's a unique situation all around. What's a better job, the Knicks or the Mavs?
Well, quickly on that, too. If the reports are that he has interest in the Knicks, if you're the Mavs and you got to find out for sure, do you really want to go there? If he wants to leave, you don't want to keep a coach.
Exactly.
You get the compensation you can get from the Knicks for it. But I have been baffled at watching television and seeing people say the Mavericks is a better job than the Knicks.
Amen.
Many people saying it. I'm like, what in the world are they thinking? No, first of all, go east, young man. Go east. I'm talking to Jay Kidd. You're still a young man. Like, why in the world would you not leave the West? Look, obviously, OKC, Houston, Minnesota, Denver, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors, and Memphis. All of those teams, I didn't even mention San Antonio, which obviously is coming soon as long as Wemby's healthy. They would all be contenders in the East. I think and I'm including the Clippers. I'm not saying they will win in this. They would be a major contender in this East. And so if you can leave the West and go to the Eastern Conference, number one, do that, especially when you have a team that is very good on paper. The Knicks have 4 17-point scorers this year. 4. And I've talked about how they can balance that scoring out. Like, they have a great roster. Next year, Boston's hurt. Milwaukee's hurt because of Lillard is out. And Giannis, who knows where he'll be. Indiana is not unbeatable by any stretch of the imagination. Detroit is coming, but they're young. Like, the Knicks will be right there. Cleveland is a bit soft. I hate to say it, but they've been soft. The Knicks are right there. And, look, yeah, Kyrie, AD, and Cooper Flag looks great. AD's 32 and injury prone. AD has not played 60 games in 4 of the last 5 seasons.
Since the bubble, right? Or since the bubble?
He played, 2 years ago, he played 76,
that's right.
I think. But he hasn't played 60 or more in 4 of the last 5 years. Kyrie might miss all the next year, is injury prone and 33
and
himself.
Cooper Flag is 18 and a half.
Right.
Like, so
I think he'll be a star. I don't know if he'll be a superstar.
Well, but
I think he'll be a star.
So here's the thing. I amen to everything Bruce said. You go up and down the list of what you're looking for. And I'm not a Knicks fan. Few people
used to
grew
be.
Up on used to be. Who has, and I know this will sound crazy, who has better ownership? The answer is the Knicks.
Yeah,
you know why?
I mean,
it's not the Knicks have great ownership.
They traded Luka.
But the Knicks aren't owned by absentee owners that are just worried about the gambling business who put the son-in-law in charge. Who has the better front office? Well, I know it's not the team that's run by the guy who traded Luka. I know that. Okay, so who has a better coach? Well, it looks like we'll see. I think Jalen Brunson's better than Anthony Davis because of the availability. Like the club superstar, AD got out again. Jalen Brunson's entrenched.
You would put AD ahead of him, assuming he played every game.
Yes,
I would, but I hear what you're saying.
But if you were asking me who would I rather have as my best player going into a season, I would rather have Jalen. Brew laid out the conference discrepancy, which is as significant as any moment in NBA history.
Yes.
Right now, it is as significant because in other times when we've had these massive conference discrepancies, there has been a Goliath individual player in the inferior conference. It was in the 90s. The West was much stronger than the East.
Well, except you had Ewing and
but it didn't matter because the best player alive
Jordan,
by a mile was Jordan. He was in the East. Similar thing that happened in the late aughts with the East versus the West with LeBron. In the 80s, it was kind of the opposite. The East was far stronger, but in the West was the Magic's Lakers. Right. And so We've never seen something like that to where it is right now. And the argument for Dallas is really, well, Cooper Flagg. But is Cooper Flagg a better prospect than Victor Wembanyama?
No.
Obviously not. The Spurs were not good this year with Wemby playing.
Yeah.
And so, like, even if people believe Flagg is a future MVP, which I think is probably a little too bullish, but let's say it is, that's 4 or 5 years from now.
And then AD and Kyrie won't be there.
And so I think this is a 10-8 round for the Knicks. And I think you have the added bonus of this. I think Jason Kidd believes if I go to New York, the best player on the team might not be Jalen Brunson. It might at some point be Giannis.
Well, that's interesting.
And so I think for all those reasons that the Knicks are a better job, and I think, Wildes, what Bruce said at the beginning is a very key point. If Jason Kidd goes to Patrick Dumont or Nico Harrison and says, I would like the opportunity to interview for the Knicks job, then that is him resigning as the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
You can't, that's not, in my opinion, a tenable situation to be like, nope, we actually won't let you, and now you have to lead us. So I think it's the Knicks clearly.
So he was traded when he went to the Bucks. No. The Bucks.
No, he forced his way out of the Nets.
Yeah, Nets to Bucks.
They got
for
some
two second-round picks.
He has forced his way out as a player or a coach of 6 places. I mean, like,
can I ask you a different question?
Yeah.
Just quickly. It's kind of a major question to ask quickly. Would it work? Like, I know we're like, wow, the Knicks. Like, first of all, the Knicks. The team that you saw was a Tibbs-run team. So I think it's hard to project out how the team is going to work under Jason Kidd. There's also this Durant specter looming that it feels like Dolan wants headlines and names again. So if it's Kidd,
I think it
Durant,
could work, man. If he got a team like the Luka team that made the finals was, for the last half of the year, a top 10 defense and an offense that really worked.
He had Kyrie and Luka work together.
Exactly.
People were questionable.
And so, like,
I think it would work.
And it definitely would work if it is Giannis bait.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.